YouTube, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the FC24 market, what we are doing with our investments and expected content in the next few days on this game. But before we go into all that, we got to talk about content today on Tuesday. If you want to have millions of coins in eafc like me, go to u7buy.com for cheap, fast, and reliable coins. Make sure you use code totw at checkout to get 6% off your order. Link is in the description down below. Content today on Tuesday was pretty solid, and that is back-to-back days on this game having good content when we really weren't expecting it. Yesterday, we had a Trailblazer Challenge, Champions League marquee matchups, we had the player pick SBC, bringing supply to the game, and then today we had an 84 plus double upgrade. I saw no leaks of this anywhere. I don't know if many people saw this coming, and it's an 84 overall squad with 185 minimum required. And I mean, for two 84s or higher, you have to submit an 84 overall squad. So for most people, 11 84 overall cards. Well, you know, an 84 overall squad to get two 84s back. It's just, we were saying on stream, if it was like an 84 plus times 3, a triple upgrade, it would be more understandable. But the value on this is just, it sucks. It's terrible, but it's not that expensive. So because it's not that expensive, a lot of people went out and did it. It only cost about 23,000 coins. But we did see fodder rise a good amount because of this SBC, even though the value isn't that good. You can even see the like to dislike ratio, 13% dislikes, 87%, 13% likes, 87% dislikes. I think I just had that the other way around. And if we take a peek at fodder, we are seeing 83s actually rising. We are seeing 84s. They were not even selling a few days ago at 1,100 coins. They are now 2,000 coins, and 85s. They were just, I believe, 6K and all the way up over 7,000 coins. Now, I did tell you guys today after content drop on Tuesday, you'd want to be selling your fodder, especially your 85s. But we pulled back on that. We changed that statement after content drop because what did we get? The 84 plus double upgrade. And that is refreshing, I believe, again tomorrow. Yes, it refreshes again tomorrow. So we were selling our 85s because of the Team of the Week SBC. It was refreshing on Tuesday, and that was the last day. But now we have another SBC requiring 85s refreshing. So 85s are up in price. 84s are up in price, 83s are up in price. This SBC does refresh again tomorrow, so I would not be surprised if we do see the fodder go up in price again when the SBC refreshes. Now, I don't know if this refreshes on Thursday or if it expires on Thursday. So if it expires in 2 days, it might, because it should say 1 day, 18 hours. So if we look at someone like Bonini, he expires on Thursday. So I think this SBC expires on Friday. It might refresh again on Thursday. Fodder, I mean, we might have a situation where we could pick up some fodder like the 84s and the 85s and just hold them potentially past content on Thursday and wait for this SBC to refresh and take that profit. That's actually something in tomorrow's video we're going to have to keep an eye out for. If it does come down a little bit, that could be a really interesting investment. So this thing sucked. It was really cheap though, so a lot of people did it, but we opened a bunch of them and it was really just terrible. We also got a brand new player of the month. It is Ligoon player of the month. He's kind of meh. He's not kind of meh. He is meh. Where's he at? Marcin Bulka. I think it's just an 83 overall squad to complete him, if I'm correct. Let's take a peek. 83 with 185 minimum. Really? What's up with the 85? That's pointless, but it's nothing crazy. I mean, oh, he's 6'6". Jeez. This dude's probably massive in game, but still, I don't see much of a need to be doing this SBC. So that was content. Now, let's talk about the market. We just had good content on Monday that brought supply to the game. We had good content today on Tuesday with an SBC that a lot of people were going to do. And you could potentially see some people selling cards in their team to go out and do the SBC, like someone like a Diaby. Diaby's perfect. You sell Diaby, hey, you can go complete this SBC. Rodman, you sell a Rodman, hey, you can go complete the SBC. So we did see cards come down in price today because of this SBC. Right here, Rodman was chilling at almost 25,000 coins before content, we have content drop, and as you can see, she's back down at about 23,000 coins, so not looking too good there. And this is the same with a lot of our flips that we did. It's nothing like last week. Last week we bought players and they did amazing. Like you can see with Cascarino right here. Cascarino, I keep showing this one, but we bought on Sunday night. She was 2K, went all the way up to 5K, chilling around 4K. She did really good, but we're not really seeing it too much this week. And I do think a big issue with that is the content. We had supply on Monday, which we weren't expecting, a Trailblazer challenge, which was tradable, UEFA marquee matchups, which was tradable. And then today we had an SBC that a lot of people were looking to do. So then that hurt these cards again. So not doing too hot there. Can't really predict stuff like that when it's happening. And because of that, going into this week, I'm not sure where the rest of the market is going to be moving. It could continue to rise Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning before the new promo. It very well could, but I'm likely selling my cards before content tomorrow on Wednesday. I don't know what's going to come out. I don't want to risk it. Brand new team of the week. They do usually release 50K packs. Last week they released 100K packs with the brand new team of the week. So I'm going to be safe. I'm going to sell my cards. There's some cards that I'm losing coins on. Some cards I'm still making a decent amount of profit on. Tonali's I bought for about 50K. I think he's like 56K. Let me double check that one. Tonali is, yeah, 55.5. So I'm chilling on these Tonalis. Goretzka's, he's doing pretty good because he's leaked for team of the week. It's just a couple players that I'm not doing too hot on. But for the time being, I'm just lazy listing my cards. Always lazy list your cards, and I'm making decent coins doing that. I just always have 100 cards listed. I mean, I have a lot of investments, so I always make sure I have 100 players listed. If you list them one by one, you get a few more sales, and that's that. So I'm hoping to have these cards sold before content drop tomorrow on Wednesday. Hopefully I can see a bit of a rebound, and then maybe I will look to rebuy them before rival rewards. You do tend to see a bit of a dip before rival rewards, and if we see that dip, I'll hopefully buy into that market drop and then hold until Friday morning. And I don't think a lot of people are going to be opening packs Thursday to Friday morning because I think they're going to hold their packs for the Centurion promo because more leaks have come out and it's looking like a crazy promo. So I'm looking to sell just to be safe. Could it keep rising? Yes. Friday morning would be the peak most likely because people are building their teams for foot champs and trying to get their games done quickly. So that's my take on the market. Now let's talk about fodder. We have these cards, the meta cards. Looking to sell tomorrow before content. I want to be safe. I could hold till Friday before content drop. Fodder now. There's a lot of SBCs. A lot of SBCs. So is fodder going to be cheapest this weekend, or are we going to see a situation where it just kind of rises midweek and then continues to rise even into the weekend? And I think that's what we saw last week. Let me just double check this high rated fodder real quick. How did they do? So you'll see the high rated fodder. They were Sunday low, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday started to rise, but people were waiting for Friday to buy, and then Friday comes around and they just continue to rise and rise and rise and rise. Now, it's a bit tricky because this fodder's really expensive, but there's a lot of SBCs set to come out. And the same thing goes for some of the lower budget cards. I'd probably be selling them before content drop on Friday. We were just talking about it, the 83s, the 84s, the 85s. It looks like that 84 plus double is refreshing tomorrow on Wednesday, and it's going to refresh on Thursday. So potentially buying these cards and holding could be a decent move. The 83s, I was just looking at these. You can win all these 83s for 850. This is a zero risk move if you want to make it. They're 850 coins on bid expiring. You can just go ahead and list them up for 1100, 1200 coins. You'll make 100 to 300 coins per card depending on where you want to list them, and they can sell pretty easily. So this is a zero risk one. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow on Wednesday at content drop, if a lot of people aren't opening packs for team of the week, which I wouldn't be surprised if people aren't opening packs. Not a lot of supply. I wouldn't be surprised if these are chilling back up at 1K, 1-1, even 1-2. So there's the 83s, 84s. You can win them for like 1,800 coins. And I was looking at a lot of them. They're really selling for 2-2 fairly quickly. You can get lazy sales at 2-3. Sometimes pushing 2-4 on the 84s. I haven't been watching the 85s. I mean, they'll probably rise even more if we're being honest. If they keep getting required with the 84 double SBC, they'll probably just keep rising. Now, there's other SBCs coming. I just got a Twitter notification. Is it another leak? No, it is Gabby Jesus. I hope he's not injured. So that's the lower fodder because of that 84 double refreshing every day. But then the higher fodder is interesting because the leaks. So leaks, what do we have? There's a Stoichkov Icon SBC leaked. There's a Odegaard SBC leaked. Foot Centurion Odegaard. There's a Mudryk Centurion SBC leaked. So that's 3 player SBCs on the way, one of them being an icon. And I mean, if we look at Stoichkov, he's pretty solid. He's actually really good in icons this year. They do give chemistry to every single league, so they're pretty valuable. And if you look at this dude's positions, he can play striker, center forward, right wing, left wing. So he's going to be great for teams, helping you get chemistry. I know the nation isn't that good, but he's a really solid card. 4-star skills, the 3-star weak foot is a bit of a letdown, but I mean, 90 pace, 91 shooting, 84 passing, 90 dribbling, and his playstyle plus is the technical one. And if you have used that playstyle plus, the R1 dribbling on a card like this is ridiculous. So I'm excited for that SBC, and it makes me think, okay, that's like 3 player SBCs that could be pretty decent. Mudryk Centurion, I mean, his card is probably Centurion's based around 100, so it's probably for costing 100 mil. Really fast Premier League card though, 4-star. They could make his Centurion SBC pretty solid. Odegaard, he already has a team of the week, so upgrading from this team of the week could be a decent looking card. Hopefully, instead of like an 89, they push it to a 90. That'd be sick. But some decent SBCs coming out. If we go take a peek at some of the leaks, I mean, might as well just go through all the leaks at the moment. I gotta scroll down a little bit. A lot of players have been leaked, and I'm just gonna kind of go through Foot Sheriff's account with you guys. So I showed you guys yesterday, there was Mendy, there was Hullet, there was Jairzinho's a new one. No, that was after I filmed the video. So Hullet, Rashford, Mendy, Pedri, Lacazette, Jairzinho. And continuing, we have Lacazette. Continuing, we have Wayne Rooney's getting a card. Thiago Silva's getting a card. We have, continuing, Sir Bobby Charlton is getting a card. Cole is getting a card. This Centurion promo looks insane. One thing I want to mention with this Centurion promo, people are saying potentially they're going to downgrade the icons, which I could see happening because we don't have baby icons, we don't have mid icons, we don't have prime icons. So I forget who it was that mentioned this, but instead of upgrading all these icons, it could be lower versions of them. So it's like baby icons almost, which I would kind of prefer, because if we're being honest, if they upgrade all these icons, they're probably going to be nearly impossible to pack. It would make more sense for them to be downgraded rather than upgraded. I'm checking every Twitter notification just in case it's another leak. I gotta be careful though, showing Twitter notifications because something happened. Odegaard getting a card. Mudryk, there you go. He could be nasty. He could be a cracked card. Odegaard, team of the week got leaked. So for now, we have Glizzy, Goretzka, Alberto, Frimpong, Openda, Politano, Barnes, Anyomi, Douglas Luiz, Pavlidis, Carlos Soler, Somerville, Caffreys, and Dorsey. Glizzy is getting his team of the week. We talked about buying him when he was 100K. He's like 115, so up in price. Goretzka's doing decent, and I would assume Frimpong does decent as well. Continuing, more leaks. What do we got? Tamori's getting a card, and I think Eusebio, and I think that's it. So Tamori and Eusebio. So this Centurion promo is going to be crazy. A lot of packs being opened on Friday, and that makes me think, you know, those Thursday flips, when you buy them Thursday rival rewards and sell them Friday before content drop, could be really good because there's probably not going to be a lot of supply, but there will be that demand because people are making their teams for Foot Champs. So that is all the SBCs, the fodder. You have an icon SBC, you have Odegaard, you have the Mudryk, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see some sort of Centurion icon player SBC. So that's just a lot of stuff that could potentially be requiring high fodder. I don't think I'm personally going into the high rated fodder, but it's definitely something to keep an eye out on. It's a bit riskier than the 83s, the 84s, the 85s. Those ones are going to be pretty safe. Lazy listing them should be pretty straightforward. I mean, here, I'll just show you guys my bids on them real quick. I mean, did I get outbid once? I got outbid once. So you can see here already. Let's look at Xhaka 83. It's really simple. If you guys are broke, you're on a low budget, just do this. You can't go wrong with it. So Dzeko, 83 overall. How much are you? Please don't freeze my game. He is going for 1,100, not selling, but if we go to 1,000, is he selling at 1,000? He'll sell after 15 minutes at 1,000 coins. So you make 100 coins per card. If you sell at 1,000, that's not that crazy, but you could lazy list for 1,100, and I wouldn't be surprised if you do this with a bunch of players. You get a good amount of sales and you make about 200 coins per card. Not that crazy, but if you're broke and you just need something to make some constant coins, this is something you can just fill 100 cards on your transfer list with and just profit. Now, Centurion, we went over all those leagues, Team of the Week leagues. I want to mention Road to the Knockouts. They're not dropping as much as they have in previous years. Road to the Knockout cards, previously, they win their game, they lose their game. It doesn't matter. They tank in price. And we're not really seeing that much of a dip. There was, if you were on afterwards, there was a bit of a dip. Like Modric was down at, I believe, 340. Where was he at? He was down at 340 at one point, but he has since then rebounded up to 366, 367, basically what he was going for yesterday when we sold him. I wouldn't be surprised if he still comes down in price. I'm not too sure. I would not be buying him at this price right now. I wouldn't be doing that. But if you bought in at the 340 area, I'd say, okay, you could probably be holding, but I'm staying away from that right now. If it's anything like previous years, it doesn't even matter if you won, you lost. They still went down in price. So just be careful with your Road to the Knockouts. If they're still high in price, you might want to just kind of take that profit. There are a couple, like I said, that might still be decent. I do want to mention maybe Alwar. I don't know how the win situation is, but I do believe they won their first game. And if they win their next one, that would be 2 wins, could be getting an upgrade. And I don't know when the next one comes through for going through to the next stage. But if he goes to an 88 overall card, I mean, long term, you look at 88 overall cards, they're 26K. So that's something that eventually could be doing good, but just think you're probably gonna have to wait a little bit, because for the 2 wins, we don't know if it's going to be 2 wins, because Team 2 came out on Friday, but they played and won their game on Thursday. So we don't know if that win counts. And for the second upgrade, you need to go through to the next round. But when do they go through to the next round? It might take a little bit. So that'd be kind of like a longer term one. But if you do have an Alwar, you could just keep one in your club. Keep one in your club and you're fine. But that's that with Road to the Knockouts. Just be careful. If your card's up in price, like, I mean, I'm looking at Saka, 812K. It's so expensive. They won their game. And has he risen? I don't think so. He was 840, and he's down. So just be very careful with your Road to the Knockouts. If you do see some cards dipping, we can buy that dip, but we haven't really seen too many cards crash a lot after they won their game. I'll be keeping an eye on it tomorrow with the second set of games to be played with the Champions League, but just Road to the Knockouts, be careful. Be very careful there. But that is it for this video, guys. Any questions, comment section down below. My trading Discord, my Twitch live stream description down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.